just don't believe this.
You figured out what this thing is?
Huh? No, I don't know anything about that, but remember how you used to have a really cruddy computer?
Hey, it was a gift from my grandmother.
Oh, well, it isn't cruddy anymore. It's awesome. Somehow it got turned into a hypercomputer. It's unbelievable.
Superb. Even beats going to the laser light show and listening to Pink Floyd.
I guess people didn't know much about computers in the 90s, and lasers showing on the screen prove that it's hyper. I mean, whatever, sure.
Now it's Radventure time. Let's kick it into action. All right, you rascals, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about another episode of Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad. And yeah, it's actually the second episode, and it sort of continues after the first episode. So, we're still learning a little bit about KiloCon and Servo and stuff. So yeah, it's kind of cool that they have a little bit of serialization, although I doubt that lasts very long. So we start off with Malcolm Frink alone in his dark room as per usual.
Oh, Jennifer.
How can you go out with him? He's nothing.
I'll show you. I'll ruin him. You'll see. You'll see.
And yeah, he's trying to come up with another scheme to get Jennifer away from Sam. And the fact that Malcolm's like always alone in his room in the dark, it's kind of sad because you wonder like, what are his parents doing? Or like, why is he so antisocial? I mean, of course, yeah, he shouldn't be doing any like evil virus things with KiloCon. That doesn't excuse that, but it's also like, what's going on with him that's causing all this anger and whatever? It just seems it seems unfortunate that they could have done a lot there. They could have explained his backstory and give him a little bit of a reason for why he's acting and maybe a redemption arc at the end. Like I know he kind of, spoilers, but he kind of gets a little loose redemption arc, but then it like gets undone. But yeah, they could have done stuff with that, but I guess this is not that show, unfortunately.
Oi, mate. Well, you're not going to invite me along to do this video with you?
Oh, hey, Scalfire. No, I didn't see you around, so I just kind of got started.
Yeah, that's right. Because I was in my room alone in the dark.
Like Malcolm.
Exactly, mate. And, since you refuse to invite me onto your videos, I kind of just got to show up. I think maybe I'll need my own friends.
Your own? What are you doing?
Well, I was on my computer getting ready for this episode, and I thought, hey, who might be a good guest but KiloCon?
Oh no, please tell me you didn't invite KiloCon.
That I did, mate. Alright, let me pull him up on the computer here.
Alright, well, that's our arcade game, but whatever.
I hacked it, mate, okay?
No, it's fine.
Do you meat things have anything for me? Oi, KiloCon. I think I could be a good super mega virus.
Yes. Well, that is yet to be seen. Who is this? Hey, KiloCon, I'm Radventure. I used to be sort of a hero myself back in the day, but now I just kind of review other superhero shows. I see. That is amusing. Where is that pathetic meat thing, Malcolm Frink?
Oi! I'm in charge of you for now.
No one tells KiloCon what to do. Okay, great. Can I get on with my review, guys? Proceed, meat thing. All right, anyways, so Malcolm creates a mega virus monster that will tamper with the police files. And I guess his plan is to get Sam arrested at an inopportune time. Great. Sure, whatever. So then in Sam's basement, Sid's trying to tell Sam that his computer went from being a piece of junk and is now a hypercomputer. And her evidence of this is by showing like a gif of like these like lasers, which really impresses Tanker.
I just don't believe this.
You figured out what this thing is?
Huh? No, I don't know anything about that, but remember how you used to have a really cruddy computer?
Hey, it was a gift from my grandmother.
Oh, well, it isn't cruddy anymore. It's awesome. Somehow it got turned into a hypercomputer. It's unbelievable.
Superb. Even beats going to the laser light show and listening to Pink Floyd.
I guess people didn't know much about computers in the 90s, and lasers showing on the screen prove that it's hyper. Whatever, sure. And actually, no, Tanker, you're wrong. This is not better than a laser light show. It's a couple of lasers on a screen. I would imagine a real laser light show, they're going to be bigger, they're going to be projected all over the building. And if Pink Floyd is playing, but right now, like, no music is playing, so no, Tanker, I think you're wrong. Anyway, Sid tells Sam that he's now linked with his computer, and that's why he's able to travel inside to the digital world. Oh, but keep that secret, he doesn't want to sound nerdy.
Well, whatever's gotten into your computer, you're linked to it, and vice versa. That's how you can do those things with your wrist doohickey, and that's how you get sucked into the computer. Something's logged your brain into the digital world.
I've done worse, I think. But right now it doesn't matter, because I had a date with Jennifer. So nobody hit any equal signs, and find out how to log me off. Got it?
And yeah, we cut to the end of Sam and Jennifer's date, which they already had off screen, apparently. Sure, they went to the carnival, but why show that? Why waste time building a set? We could just have them sitting in a car watching a movie. That's easy to do.
So, is this a great movie or what?
Yeah, Space Kittens from Neptune. How romantic.
Who knew Love Story wasn't playing here anymore?
And they're watching this movie, Space Kittens from Neptune, which, I wouldn't mind watching. It sounds kind of cool. But yeah, Jennifer asks Sam to get her an ice cream, so he's conveniently gone when Malcolm's plan comes to fruition.
There's the truck, Lieutenant!
Sam! Sam?
Did you hear that? She knows the kid. Step out of the truck with your hands up.
What, the truck?
Step out of the truck now.
I didn't do anything.
Don't touch the bear.
Don't touch the bear. Why? So ridiculous, but I love it.
Now walk slowly towards us. Hands still up.
Take her away, Dietrich. Meet you back at the station. See what she knows then.
And I just love how cheap this scene is. All they do is flash some lights, and they have one of the grips do a voiceover about how she knows Sam and that she has to get out of the car. And yeah, this is pretty ridiculous. I get if Malcolm messed with the police record, then, the cops would have a reason to bring Sam in. Maybe we can clear things up once we get there, but to arrest Jennifer for someone who they only have evidence that knew the person, it's not even the actual person. And if they really believe that Sam committed all these crimes and she's just clearly there waiting for him, why not wait a couple of minutes to see if he comes back? At least a couple of minutes. All he did was go get ice cream. Sam somehow knows that Jennifer was taken by the cops, so he must have seen them take her away. So he was close by, if not right there. But no, they didn't even bother to arrest him, which was the person they're looking for, but whatever. And Sid says that she knew that this happened and that they were actually looking for Sam. And I love Sam's line here.
Yeah, they were after you.
Me, I didn't even kiss her.
Sid lists off all the crimes that Sam is being accused of.
You're considered armed, dangerous, and wanted for assault, battery in the first degree, intended to do battery in the second degree, international terrorism, and willful non-payment of a whole lot of parking tickets. Sam, you should really do something about those.
I don't know. That's actually pretty good. I feel like that's kind of funny, actually. So then we find out that KiloCon is a secret government program with AI. And this is what I'm saying, guys. We need to really regulate AI. They were warning us about this even in the 90s. Random teenagers getting arrested is going to be the consequence of all this unregulated AI. Just watch.
Looks like KiloCon still exists, and it's not a happy program.
Look, I don't care about KiloCon or kumquats. I just want to get Jennifer out of jail.
Yeah, why be concerned with the main villain of the series that's causing all of this to even happen? Gotta save your girl. But actually, no, this is pretty realistic. He doesn't know about how he got the powers. He's just a teenage boy. It would make sense that his main thoughts are gonna be on this girl that he likes rather than the evil of KiloCon.
Samurai, guys!
I think you have an uncompression program somewhere.
Uncompression?
Yeah, it makes you get big.
And yeah, this is weird. I never really got this, even in Gridman. I guess it's an Ultraman thing because Ultraman does it. He starts off human size and then he grows larger to fight the kaiju. But here, I don't know. It just seems a little more like they're doing the trope rather than a story reason because he's already getting small to go into the computer. So he already shrinks, but then he grows bigger again. I don't know. It just seems unnecessary. And it's a cool shot and I get it. It's an Ultraman reference, but again, I don't know that it's very necessary. So then Sid finds the shield for Servo to use and she says she doesn't know what it is. And I've seen a bit of Gridman, and I'm pretty sure that they design most of the stuff
which is great, you know, like, because they make the weapons they need for the time that they need them. But yeah, that's something that gets a little lost here. Like, I mean, I think they do keep the hot dog episode pretty faithful, but I feel like he even used some of those weapons before because of the footage is all out of order. And yeah, I don't know. It's just a big mess when, I think that happened with Power Rangers too. Like, in some episodes, they already had their power sword and weapons and stuff like that. But then an episode later, they get the weapons. And I remember even as a kid, I noticed that. I was like, the heck? Like, I just saw those weapons. And the same thing for Drago. Like, again, this is not something they earn. Like, Sid just says, oh, here, I found this Drago program. Go in, Tanker. And then they just have Drago already in, like, the second episode. Which, I mean, I get for toy sales. They're like, hey, let's get the big one out there. This is going to be a big seller. And I did have Drago. I loved that toy. I wish I still had it. I don't know where it is. But I just feel like it's a wasted potential here. Like, these are story ideas they could be using. Like, maybe there's a specific episode where they unlock Drago, or a specific episode where they need those certain other auxiliary mech or whatever. But no, they just have it. So Sam and Tanker defeat the mega virus monster. And the next day at school, we realized that everything's gone back to normal. Jennifer got out of jail, which again, why was she even in jail? I mean, the whole thing just doesn't make any sense, you know? Like, it's just a reason for her to be mad at Sam, I guess, but yeah, I don't know. Oh, and then Amp shows up for like one line.
Morning, dudes and dudette.
What's with the disguise? You on the lam?
No, I was just tossing the caber.
Like, they have him in the credits, so they're like, all right, we don't really have much for this character to do today, but we still got to have him do something. So here's a lame joke, and I don't even get it. I'm sure it makes sense, but yeah, I don't know what the heck they're talking about.
I'm really sorry.
Sam Collins, how could you? I mean, I was so embarrassed, and my father was furious. I was supposed to be home by 11 o'clock, and he has to come down to the police station to pick me up.
Look, I know, it was all computer mix-up.
I don't want to hear it.
I'm really, really sorry. Really.
I never want to see you again, Sam. Never.
Aw, poor Sam. It's not like he did anything wrong. He was just the victim of false accusations. And why she's saying that she doesn't want to see him anymore doesn't really make any sense. She's not even giving him a chance to explain. If anything, she should be mad at the cops who are arresting her. Yeah, so unfortunately for now, Sam loses the girl. And then Malcolm comes by to subtly gloat, even though Sam doesn't know it's Malcolm's fault.
Tough break, Sam. But you know what they say about women. Can't live with them, can't stuff them in a nuclear reactor.
Okay. I'm telling you, there's definitely some unexplored backstory about Malcolm's home life and why he's like this. But unfortunately, I doubt we'll ever get any further explanation of the character, and instead he's just going to be typical arch-villain, even though he's a teenager.
Well, alright, so what do you say, Kilo Khan? Are you gonna turn me digital, and we could be friends?
I do think that can be arranged, if that's what you want.
It is.
Aw, come on, hold on, Scoutfire. You don't need to go. Like, come on, you're basically my co-host at this point.
Basically.
Alright, fine. You are officially my co-host.
Well, that's all I wanted to hear, mate. Sorry, Kilo Khan. Maybe I'll take you up on that offer another time.
It is of no concern of mine. Goodbye. So that was Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad episode 2. So yeah, remember, if you enjoy what I'm doing here, you can always go to the Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Also, make sure that you do like this video and make sure you subscribe. Until next time, everybody, see ya!